Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Casual Play, Casual Help, episode 65. And today is a real special one, because we're looking at King Arthur, the wielder of Excalibur, and one of my many favorite warriors to play as. Onto his skins, as always, the standard, the palette swap, Excalibur's Light, his dragon skin, Pendragon, which is a play on words because his full name is Arthur Pendragon. So, next, Lost Soul. I feel like the more anime protagonist, I guess. A commemoration of the 2020 convention, which is just another palette swap where he's green. Deathbringer, if you like death and bringing things. Also, his armor is pretty cool. Then there's Excalibur, which is like a mech type thing. The Green Knight, which is a story about Gawain, I want to say, and the infamous Green Knight, which can't be killed. Then there's Crimson Authority, which kind of looks like something out of Doom Eternal with those things, if you know what I'm talking about. And I believe Morgan Le Fay has a skin like that. Oops. And off to his abilities. What's different about Arthur is that he has combo abilities, which means after he does one of these three, it'll switch over to the combo side. But this is going to be a thing where you just have to see it in action to see how it works. For his first ability, Overhead Slash and Hamstring. In his regular stance, you throw down an overhead blow, which is a line. It deals damage, and enemies that are within melee striking range take bonus damage. And in his combo stance, King Arthur's swipes low, which damages enemies and cripples them, which means that they can't run away. His second ability, Battle Stomp and Uppercut, in the standard skin, he stomps the ground, damaging enemies and slowing them. And in his combo stance, charges forward, stopping at the first got hit. And at the end of and when he hits them, he unleashes an uppercut, which knocks the enemy up into the air. His third ability, Twin Cleave and Blade Storm. In the standard skin, you attack the enemy twice in a cleave. Enemies that are hit take damage and have their protections reduced, and in his combo stance, he basically Beyblades. And at the end, with the final strike, it deals more damage, and Arthur is immune to knockups for the duration. And for his ultimate, Sundering Strike and Excalibur's Wrath, it works off of energy, which he gets by dealing damage with his abilities. And at 35 energy, it's sort of the lesser one, but he jabs forward, and enemies that are hit are stunned. So it's basically nothing special. But at 80 energy, you charge forward with Excalibur drawn. And if you hit an enemy god, you launch them up into the air, attacking them with a barrage of 6 attacks, and then finally dealing damage on the way down. Yeah. So and then there's the whole mumbo jumbo of what it does damage wise. And then his passive Steadfast, each ability that damages a god results in a stack of Steadfast, which reduces damage taken and increases energy as gained. And the thing is that with King Arthur, he works differently. His basic attack doesn't benefit from attack speed and item passives. And attack speed only increases how much energy he gains, and all abilities are on instant cast, which means that there's going to be no preview of the area that the ability is going to affect. So you really have to know, by memory, what each ability does with its range and where it's going to hit. And the most difficult one to hit would be his Overhead Slash, because it is just a straight line, and sometimes you might overcorrect when you're trying to hit somebody and end up missing. and there's something I gotta say about the new quote-unquote game mode Smite Night that happens every Saturday. I mean, it's a cool idea. Oh, bringing back the classic Conquest map, which they did last Saturday, and then two Saturdays before, and then the last one they did like did a slash. Don't remember what that one was all about, but it was just the slash game mode. But I am a bit disappointed with the classic Conquest, because it's really not like how would I describe it? It's not really what we have now. It's very, very different. Like, there's no XP monsters. There's just this buff type enemies. There's an increased regen. There's of course the speed, the damage, and the mana gain. Someone's going Gilgamesh. Cool.
I will fight alongside you.
And it really benefits mages, hunters, warriors, and guardians. It really leaves the assassins out because they're the ones that jungle. That's how they get most of their XP. And there's also like a cooldown buff that's near the middle lane. I mean well, we gotta say, overall, it's not a bad game mode, but it's just heavily reliant on ganking. I mean, because there's been games that were like at 3 minutes, over in the dual lane with a hunter and a guardian, and then in comes the middle lane, which is the mage and also the assassin, and then it just divulges into ganking a single person with multiple people. It just becomes so unfun. But anyway, that's not the game mode we're playing. We're playing Arena. This might be a good one. I will say that the Halloween Hysteria skin for Baron is pretty funny. It's kind of a reused skin from Loki as the Headless Norseman. It's the same style, same pumpkin head, but on a more taller, slender build. It's still pretty funny. I think it's like the equivalent to Fat Loki for Cabrakan. Fat Loki. Those were the days. Back before they changed Joust. Yeah, I think they said that they're going to be like flip-flopping back between the new Chinese map that they've made for Joust and the Chinese one. Well, no, they're both Chinese, but they've remade it. So normally with Warriors, I'd be going Warding Sigil and/or Tainted Steel, depending. But we're going to give Bluestone Pendant a shot. And because there's more physicals, we'll be going Gladiator Shield. Well, yeah. Because I'm planning on building Arthur a bit different than I normally would. Trying to focus more on ability stuff. Another interesting thing about Arthur's basic attack is that if an enemy's not in range, he'll sort of lunge towards them. Like this. And he's the only god that does something like that. And like all ability people, the biggest problem is mana.
Problems are meant to be solved.
That is the most truest thing I've ever heard. Now, the thing with Gladiator Shield, back when Arthur was first released, it was completely broken on him. As you can see, does additional damage based on your protections when enemy is at a certain health. The original Gladiator Shield was totally broken, because every time that you would deal a damaging ability, it would heal you for a percent max of your health, and also give you back mana. Thanks, Morgan. And with Arthur being Arthur with his combo stuff, this made him completely broken. Because in essence, it practically made him unkillable in very specific situations. Aw, man. That. And of course, he would use his ultimate. And here's the more cooler ultimate. Oh, are you kidding me? Man, that is bunk. Oh, he has Warning Sigil? Yeah, that little bit of defense would put him over the mark. That is absolute bupkis. Excuse my profanity. Yay! I did it. Stab. And the one that I'm going for, Runic Shield, decreases magical power by 40. An enemy has been slain. I'm kind of forgetting to say just to give a brief overview of what I'm building. Uh-oh. Run! When will people learn to not ult for mana? I mean, not to hurt Vamana when he's in his ultimate. Because by hurting Vamana when he's in his ultimate, it's just going to make him stay in his ultimate longer. It's kind of stupid that people don't understand that sometimes. Runic Shield would be going over to get Mantle of Discord because of the massive amounts of defense. Gotcha. No. No. The power of Beyblades will only get me so far. An enemy has been slain. But I did get pretty far. And also got Amazon Kaba on the way out with my ultimate. So, you know, not everything's too bad. And also, his basic attacks have a cleave.
An ally has been slain. Let's take the battle to them. One shall stand.
He jumped right into the target range of the turret.
Retreat! Retreat!
That's hilarious.
Be right back.
And after that, we'll be going Crusher,
They do
which
not
is
want to
the
stand
bigger
against
brother
me.
of Bluestone Pendant. Because reasons.
An Autobot has fallen. An ally has been slain. That is impressive. That is impressive.
Who is texting me at this hour? Don't they know I'm filming?
Our comrades need aid. You have slain an enemy. An enemy
Well, we
has
let
been
the
slain.
minion through, which doesn't
Let's
bode
take
well.
the battle to them.
Is the friends that I most certainly do have. Haha. Big cripples. Oh, he got healed.
Retreat! An Autobot has fallen.
We should probably get Brawler's Beat Stick. Because with Baron and Vamana, end up being a problem. Oh, and that missed.
In war, the loss of life is with
And Morgan's taunting. That's perfect.
an impressive collection of weapons, but I can only carry so many.
Desperate need of mana, but don't know what specifically to get. Sludge will do. Why are there so many hives?
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
All right. Stop hitting him when he's in his ultimate! Please! I beg you!
A perfectly balanced broadsword. In war, the loss of life is regrettable.
I will annihilate you. Well, there is a new and soul come into play.
Let's take the battle to them.
Well, that happened. I know the way we can win. We must Beyblade harder, faster, and stronger. Okay, Vimana, Humbats, and Yorm have blank. Yeah, something in my eye. Everyone's ulting!
An enemy has been slain. An Autobot has fallen.
Nope.
Our comrades need aid.
Use that. And we're gonna replace Bluestone Pendant with Heartseeker.
Do you still have the spirit left to fight?
Retreat!
Embrace the burning shroud.
Alright.
Let's take the battle to that. Take no pleasure in this.
Oh, but I do.
An Autobot has fallen.
Now feels that in position.
An ally has been slain.
And Gilgamesh is gonna get
An
himself killed.
Autobot has fallen.
What the? Yeah, then there's his get out of jail free card. Right.
Let's take the battle.
Yep, there's nothing you can do.
You are worthy of much in this life.
Alright. Oof.
Falling back.
Yeah, better take that.
When I take a throw,
This is actually a really close game, if I do say so myself. Here's our Heartseeker. And because we don't have any of our actives up, head get pushed to might.
Is impressive.
And I think I just witnessed Gilgamesh dive the enemy team when at low health. Typical Smite stuff.
you hit him.
You have caused enough destruction for one. In war, the loss of life is regrettable.
I was about to say, where'd he go?
An ally has been slain.
Uh-oh.
An enemy has been slain.
That's right, you better run, monkey boy.
Be right back. Retreat!
And it's gonna kick him away.
What a feat of strength.
Mm-hmm.
An
I
Autobot
saw that
has
coming.
fallen.
Got that.
Thanks. You possess hidden potential.
Double kill.
That was close.
Robot has fallen.
And our tie is raveled apart.
Their tyranny is at an end. Fight alongside us to defeat this. One shall stand. Triple kill.
Yay!
You are the savior of humanity.
I did do that.
In war, the loss of life is irreversible. We cannot stand by and watch the destruction of this beautiful planet. Be right back. Retreat!
Retreat! Retreat!
Yep, Goku's must gonna get himself killed. Oh wow, we actually came pretty close.
Woohoo!
Well, that still was a pretty good game, even though that we lost. Anyway, as always, hope you learned something, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.